was really awesome. The choice is yours. Yeah, so now I think we all know that the choice is ours. The questions are coming. I'm sure there are lots of questions. But before I give the floor to anyone, I would like to invite Mr. Arun. I would like to invite Arun over here to ask his question to Souhardya, and then we'll get back to the next questions. Please type them down, and I'll give you an opportunity. Oh, Arunji. Yes.
Yeah, actually, the main question was the choice is yours. That is what this said.
Yeah. I think we have some problem over here, technical issue. We can't hear you.
Was that you see, everyone has got some areas in which they are analytical and in which they will do some research. But to do it generally across all subjects, that is not possible.
Souhardya, can you take that, please?
Yeah, I can take it from there. Thank you very much for your question, sir. So what I actually meant to talk about, the ways the various pointers I used in my talk was basically that we can follow this for every subject. For example, what I meant was we can have a evaluative approach to learning and a critical analytic approach as well. So I just not only want to talk about, for example, as you said, of course, since Arnay is here and is talking about passion, people are passionate about different fields, and it is up to the school how they want to provide them with opportunities that help them develop themselves in the particular skills that they are good at. So just for example, I can just say something. For example, I just gave an instance of how econometry, how a definition of econometry can be critically analyzed from a particular point of view that the person in question is most passionate about. Similarly, you can talk about mathematics, you can talk about history, because there's no limit to explorations at the end of the day, right? You can explore different topics, you can explore a wide range of subjects as well. But if you're talking about a specific dimension, for example, I myself am very specific to philosophy, history, and art and culture, so I can explore newer dimensions in this similar topic. I mean, in the topic, in the different categories that come under the parasol of my choices. Similarly, a person who is interested in economics and mathematics can, with the guidance of the educators, go into doing analytical reading, doing super curricular activities, reading journals and stuff like that belongs to the field that they are passionate about. So the first thing to do for us, for educators and students as well, is to identify what thing you are most passionate about. So to be very specific, like I'm in class 12, so I might know that people are actually choosing what they're going to do their higher education in right now, and that is how you have your approach of life. So it is on this particular subject that you develop your world around. So you see the entire world from the light of that particular subject. For example, if I'm talking about philosophy, I see the entire world in the light of philosophy. And someone is studying mathematics, so he or she is seeing the entire world with numbers. So numbers are his lenses of seeing the world. This I feel is most important. Like identifying your passion and what you're passionate about is the first step towards going on to sort of activate yourself or be proactive in events or in reading journals or in stuff like that, which I think will better hone your skills in that particular field you are passionate about.
That was wonderful, and I'm sure that Arunji has got the answer. Thank you so much. We'll get back to, if there's anyone who wants to ask a question, please message, or you can always ask, but we'll get back to Arnay. There are two questions that I had. I'll put them into one. So the question basically is the number of books you've read, and we saw you so energetic. So what is the importance of body language?
Okay, first of all, I've read around 2,000 books, 2,500, something like that. And second of all, body language is really important because it's a way of showing your expressions without it's a way of showing your expressions with your body. If you're sad, then you'll be sad. Then if you're excited, you'll be excited. It's a way of it's spreading the mood. If your body language is excited, then everybody else will get excited. If your body language is some other emotion, everybody else can get the emotion. So, that's the importance of body language. It helps to convey your emotions to others, and helps spread your emotion. It's especially good for excitingness, or getting happiness, because everybody's like, wow, okay, let's get excited. So I would say that happens, and that's the importance of body language. It's a way of showing your expressions.
That was really wonderful, and I'm sure there's other people who would like to ask a question. If there till a message comes up, I'll ask you another one. Give me a list of your 5 favorite books.
My 5 favorite books. I don't really have a favorite book. I like all books. But I would say Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson by Rick Riordan is my favorite series. It's a really good series about mythology, and I really like it. And I also like Harry Potter and The Lord of the Rings. Those are my top 3.
Wow, that's nice. I'd like to ask. So this is.
Yeah.
Okay, so they want the contact details. I think we'll be sharing those contact details with all of you. Okay. My ma'am has a question. Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
This is for both of them, or even all the youngsters, I would say. If age is not a bar, would they like to start the school? Because I would like to be the first student of that school. I would like to learn all over again, right from the time whatever they say. If they would say that I should learn my ABCs again, and 1, 2, 3, I'm willing.
I think both of them can react to that.
Okay, even in adulthood, there's like new things. You can learn new things, that helps you not stay stagnant. You have to travel back in time. It helps you not stay stagnant. It can help you improve your career. That's also a thing. And I gave the example of Priscilla Sittin. She is an example of how you can still learn things at an older age. She learned something new at 90, which in my brain is just amazing. So, anybody can do that. She can do it at 90.
So Souhardya, would you like to add to that?
Yeah, maybe okay, so I have this particular instance where I want to talk about since Arnay talked about learning new skills throughout the entire career, whatever that be. So what I think at the end of the day, when you look at it, you see all subjects or courses that appear very different. They appear very distinct to one another, are at the end of the day interconnected in the exposition of nature. So it's basically all these courses. For example, if you talk about natural science, which is a course taught at the University of Cambridge only, it generally talks about exploring the secrets or the unexplored dimensions of the natural world. But philosophy does the same work in a little bit of different way. Religion and theology, they also have the similar purpose of life, And if you're talking about history, that I think is entirely about ourselves, about how we have evolved from what we originally were to what we are here today. So and even if we say that we have actually not progressed much, it allows us to analyze where we have faltered in this great journey, in this great evolution of life. So, for example, in talking about biology and about theology, the Bible, the Bible and the other holy books, even the Master Puran in Hinduism, gives a different thought as to how the humanity might have originated. So, everywhere you find a similar flood story, right? So there is a flood story in Greece about in Ovid's Metamorphosis. There's a flood story in the Hindu religion. There's a flood story in Christianity, also in Judaism. So everywhere you have similar thought process outlining the nature. Outlining what you're actually thinking about and how you see the world. So this is theology's dimension, as you talk about. But then there comes Darwinism. Darwinism is, a concept of biology, a concept of life science, where they talk about the evolutionary traits of an ape to man, the survival of the fittest theory, which I think at the end of the day are related. Because if you see in that way, life, there was a great debate among the scholars of Darwinism and among the scholars of the Bible in the Western world at that point of time. Because people who are orthodox, followers of the Bible actually say that Darwinism is a false exposition of how nature is expected to be like, or what evolution looks like. While Darwin and his, followers of Darwinistic faith, the neoclassical Darwinism, as we call it, says that, what Bible says, whatever religions say actually, is completely false, because they are fundamentalistic. They do not have the rational thought process within themselves, but rather are way too much concentrated on the theological aspects of the Holy Scriptures that have been written down by some random poet, centuries ago. These are conflicting ideas, but at the end of the day, you're studying the same thing. You're studying evolution, you're studying nature, you're studying how you have progressed as a human. So that is what I think is all about it. At the end of the day, the subjects are here because man loves to ask questions. Man by nature is curious, and he asks questions, to himself. And these subjects are only different paths that we use to reach to the ultimate same destination. That is the answer to that particular question. So yeah, that is what I think about it.
So wow, I think that was wonderful. I just want a one-liner from both of you on what drives you, what gives you your passion before I end. Thank you so much, sir. That was really wonderful. We are running out of time. I must thank both our eminent speakers. It was fantastic. We'd love this session to continue, but I'm sure the producers will not give us more time. So I need to end the session. I want to say thank you to everyone, and thank you for being over here. There were a lot of things that came our way, and something that we've really learned. So thank you so much. And this is once again a God bless from Young Minds, a masterclass with young change makers, powered by the Smart Class. God bless us all. Have a good night and have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you so much, sir.